This is heartbreaking. Iryna Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee, came here seeking safety, looking for a place to rebuild her life after surviving unimaginable horrors back home. She left everything behind for a fresh start, for a chance at security, for a chance to live without fear, and then she's murdered on a train in Charlotte, just like that. It's devastating. It's tragic. And the worst part is, this didn't have to happen. It was preventable. The guy who did this, Decarlos Brown Jr., had 14 prior convictions, 14. And somehow, despite that record, despite a history of violent behavior and known mental health issues, he was walking free. 14 times he was given a chance, and 14 times the system failed. And it wasn't just him. The judges who allowed him to remain free, despite all of this evidence, share responsibility for this tragedy. They allowed a dangerous person to roam the streets, knowing the potential consequences. They made a choice, and that choice cost Iryna her life. Iryna had done nothing wrong. She didn't know him. She was just there at the wrong time, in the wrong place. That randomness, that sheer unpredictability of it, is horrifying. It shows how fragile life can be and how quickly everything can be taken from someone. And it exposes the cracks in the system. When someone with 14 convictions can keep walking free, what does that say about justice, about public safety, about the value we place on human life? And think about the mental health angle. This guy clearly had serious issues. He needed help. He needed intervention. But it wasn't provided effectively, and that's not just a tragedy for him, it's a tragedy for everyone around him. Because when someone with a documented pattern of violence isn't properly managed or held accountable, the consequences can be lethal, as we see here. Her family, her friends, her community, they're shattered. And this is preventable. That's the maddening part. This isn't fate. This isn't bad luck. This is a systemic failure. Policies, procedures, judicial decisions, all of them failed. And now Iryna is gone. The pain and grief left behind are enormous, and the anger is justified. We have to condemn the murderer. There's no excuse. He killed an innocent woman. But we also have to confront the system that allowed him to keep doing it. The judges, the policies, the bureaucracy, they all share responsibility here. 14 convictions. And he's walking the streets. That's not oversight. That's negligence. And innocent lives are being destroyed because of it. This story isn't just about one murder. It's about a system that repeatedly fails to protect people. It's about vulnerability, randomness, and the consequences of negligence. Iryna survived war, survived leaving everything she knew behind, only to die in a place she thought was safe. And that's heartbreaking. It makes you question public safety, the justice system, and what it really means to be protected as a citizen. Stories like this are wake-up calls. They force us to ask the hard questions. How do we prevent this from happening again? How do we hold not only the perpetrators, but also the enablers accountable? How do we ensure that the innocent are not left to pay the price for systemic failures? Ignoring it doesn't make it go away, and it certainly doesn't honor Iryna's life. We have to demand better. We have to hold people accountable at every level, from the criminal to the judges to the policymakers. We have to fix the gaps in the system that allow someone with a documented pattern of violence to walk free. Because until we do, more innocent lives will be lost, and that is unacceptable. Iryna's death is a tragedy, and it should be a catalyst for change. It should make us rethink what justice really means and what it takes to keep people safe. This is heartbreaking, it's enraging, and it should make us all demand better. The murderer is responsible, absolutely. But the judges, the policies, the entire system that enabled him those failures are equally deadly. We owe it to Iryna to her family, and to everyone who could be next, to face the truth, confront the failures, and make meaningful changes. Otherwise, this cycle of preventable tragedy will continue, and that is something we can never accept.